Afghanistan is a quagmire that everybody wants us in. Russia, Iran, Pakistan, India, all these countries in the region don't see any benefit in the United States winning in Afghanistan. They would like the United States to be bogged down in a quagmire indefinitely. Take Iran. If we're bogged down in a quagmire in Afghanistan, we're not going to have the forces, we're not going to have the political will to confront Iran's ambitions, which are expansionary. They are. And the same way with Russia. It's payback from the Russians because we did the same thing to them in the 80s. The difference is that they had the wisdom, the Russians, to pull out of Afghanistan, after 5 or 6 years. And apparently we are coming to that lesson much too late. Al-Qaeda is delighted that we are bogged down in a war in Afghanistan because the unavoidable fact is that we have to kill Muslims. The other unavoidable fact is there's a lot of collateral damage in this war. It just has to be in a guerrilla warfare. So that Al-Qaeda can present the case, as it did to this major in Fort Hood, that the United States is in a war against Islam. It unifies Muslims. It bolsters Al-Qaeda's position. And the longer we are in this war in Afghanistan, the more Muslims we're going to kill and the more recruits Al-Qaeda is going to get. Afghanistan is making us more unsafe. So the more violence there is in Afghanistan, the more pressure we're putting on Pakistan. If we are increasing the violence in Afghanistan, adding to the violence, there's going to be a tendency for these people to establish more rear bases in Pakistan, and it will push the conflict deeper into Pakistan, which is, of course, a nuclear nation. And it is a recruiting poster, the war in Afghanistan, for fundamentalism in the Punjab and the Sindh. And having a prolonged war on Afghanistan's border will eventually destabilize the country. And what we're seeing is a coalescing of the Pashtun under external threat. And the threat is from the Pakistani army and the United States. You can count on this being in Pakistan's calculations. They cannot go too far. I don't think they can beat the Pashtun, but they can't go too far in this war. They will never be able to subdue the border region. They'll never be able to subdue or take the rear bases of the Taliban in Afghanistan. So, I mean, are we going to invade the tribal areas of Pakistan? We don't have enough troops. So we're talking about an endless war with an end that nobody can define or recognize.